Okay, I think that's better. Good grief. Why does it keep doing that? I guess in the end it doesn't ultimately matter. It's just frustrating to see that go on. So, minor technical difficulties. Shoutouts to Smixer for that follow last night while I was tuning into someone else's stream. I guess that was from the raid we made to Stat Phantom. And yes, Stat Phantom, Smixer. I've seen Smixer around a few times, so appreciate that follow. I know you're probably not here right now since we just got going, but in either case, you are welcome. It is good to have you here. Bringing that follower total back up to 300 after we had dipped below, as seems to happen. You know, it's always up and down, but that's okay. That's the way it goes. And I have to switch to there. There we go. Alex and Yusuf, hello. My apologies. I wonder if there's a way to have timestamps. There we go. Clutter it up a little bit more. But yes, my apologies for the hiccup there. I had to restart the stream. But hello. There may be a bit of a delay on the YouTube side because I can't seem to force YouTube to do a low latency stream, which is probably a me issue and not a YouTube issue. Just me not being able to figure out how to do it, but how to change the right setting somewhere. But then again, maybe it's the software I'm using to multi-stream that's also having the issue. Or hard to say. But yeah, thank you. So far, so good. And yeah, we may as well just get back into the game here. We just got into the cave. I am playing a game called The Long Dark, which sounds kind of ominous, but it's basically just it's a winter, like it's a survival game, but you play in the winter time. So we're going through a cave. This is an animal, a moose hide that we skinned off of a moose we had hunted. Some guts that I guess have cured while we've been gone. And yeah, I'm just leaving one region to head to a new place here. Well, a place I've been to before. But we're going to go some new places in that region. The map for this game is absolutely gigantic. The Long Dark is just a huge game. I mean, it's an older game. You can tell by, well, I shouldn't say you can tell by looking at the graphics, but it's not... it's a little bit like a horror game in the sense that... it's primarily a survival game, right? You explore, you find resources, you can... this is a dead end. Yeah, you travel the world, you loot resources. Sometimes you can find, you know, like canned food, but other times you'll have to hunt animals or fish. There can be some very frightening moments.
I can drop any of this gear.
When a wolf comes to attack you, like this wolf is dead, clearly. But if you're being stalked by an animal, it can be... Oh, this is a dead end too, lovely. It can definitely be very... What's on this corpse here? A flashlight. I don't want a flash. Yeah. At best, you could say this is a horror game in the same way that Subnautica is a horror game. That's not... You know, that's not sort of primarily what the game is designed to be. But it does have those elements to it. Mind you, in Subnautica, most of the tension comes from actual jump scares. Whereas in The Long Dark, it's not so much from jump scares, although those do happen, especially if you're not paying attention. But it more sort of comes from the tension of... I feel like I just turned around and went going back the way I came. I guess we'll know if we see a moose hide on the floor. I feel like this is the way we came. It's a little easy to get turned around. Yeah, there's the moose hiding against. Okay. These caves aren't really crazy. They're not all that hard to navigate. I'm just not paying quite as much attention as I should. But that's what I was going to say. Like, there are a lot of things that will kill you in this game. You don't pay attention to how hungry you are, or how thirsty you are, or how tired you are, or how cold you are. It depends on the difficulty level. If you start on the hardest difficulty level, you don't even start with a sleeping bag. Or many matches. If you start on the easiest difficulty, the game gives you quite a lot of starting gear. So there are lots of things you can find. On the hardest difficulty, there are no firearms. So the only offensive weapons you can get are a flare gun. Oh, yeah, I guess you can kind of see. There's a flare gun here where you can fire. We don't even have enough light. Flares are extremely rare. Or you can craft a bow. And those are your only survival weapons on the hardest difficulty level. But of course we have a rifle. And also a revolver. So the better, I mean, the better, well, I can show you too. Like, each piece of gear that you collect, and it depends on what, if you're watching from a vertical view on the phone, you're not going to see half of the game or more. There's just no way to make it happen. But you can see some of the gear slots here, right? So there's 2 different slots for pants, because you can wear 1 pair of pants over top of the other. But this pair of pants, every piece of clothing item, or almost every piece of clothing item, has a simple warmth bonus, but there's also a bonus to protect you from wind chill. So there's a temperature bonus, there's a wind protection bonus. Most clothing will get wet if you go through any water. If you are out in a storm and the snow sticks to you, it'll eventually start to melt. Some pieces of gear offer protection, and they all have a weight to it. If we go into our inventory here and I look at clothing, you can see that I'm wearing 7.75 kilograms of clothing. You can't see it off to the left here, but my weight limit is 45 kilograms. Everything I carry over 45 kilograms makes me walk slower. There is a very strong Long Dark community, but it is not a huge community. The game is a little bit on the older side. The game first came out, now I gotta remember which direction I came from. We came from back there. I'm gonna do this again, I'm gonna end up turned around. Yes, but it came out in 2014 in early access. So I think the official game didn't launch until 2017, like in its sort of original playable state. But they've been adding new regions and patching in new content for that entire time. So there are, like, this is the region I've just have been leaving. But there, each one of, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 regions in the main world, and then there's a sort of an expansion that they've added to it, which adds another half a dozen regions. And some of these regions are just gigantic. Some of them I haven't even been to or mapped yet, so harder to get a sense. Like this one here, Forsaken Airfield, is huge. Like, we're zoomed out as far as we can go, but the map fills practically the entire screen. We just wasted a bunch of our lantern fuel standing there talking about it. So they've added this whole thing with frontier cooking, where you can find flour and you can make cooking oil from the fat of animals, and make stew. You can make basically stat food like you would find in an MMO, right? Eat this food, and for several hours you can carry more stuff without incurring the speed penalty for being too heavy. So they've added a ton
Too
of new
much stuff
stuff
to carry.
Okay. So we are Timberwolf Mountain here. We do want to go back down. I want to go back down to the main base so we can unburden ourselves, but also grab an extra hacksaw, because we will need an extra hacksaw in order to so there's the survival version of this game, or the survival mode of this game, but there is also a story campaign, the 5th and final chapter of which is supposed to release late this year. It's been pushed back a few times because they were working on other updates and sort of a multiplayer. There's a multiplayer sort of follow-up version. Sorry, you guys probably heard that ping. That was just Chrome notifying me of somebody else releasing a content video for a different game. Fortunately, it does that. Don't want to say at random, but I haven't figured out how to disable that from happening and interfering with my game, or interfering with whatever I'm playing. So yeah, I'm trying to get back down to sort of where my base is here. Oh. Well, I came the wrong way. There is a crate there we can open, but it's going to be very... Oh, what condition is our hacksaw in? Where's our... There it is. Problem is if there's anything... We're going to leave this one. The problem is if there's anything good in there, we won't be able to carry it because we're so weighed down already. Alright, we're going to have to take a different route than I was thinking. It's a very pretty game also. It has a very unique art style. That it's hard to see right now because it's foggy in the game. But yeah, fog is just another obstacle that the game world throws at you to make things more challenging. That's why I got turned around, even though I feel like I know this area somewhat well. We're coming up on the... Oh yeah, there's the rope climb. But I don't have a rope to climb down. Carrying too much stuff anyways. Sometimes you can... Down into the ravine. I'm a bit disoriented. Sometimes you can sneak down inclines that you're not supposed to be able to navigate. I'll go over this way. I'm going to have to... There is a rope I can climb down over here. I'll have to drop some of my gear in order to do it. The idea is that, of course, any person can only carry so much weight, right? And the more you pick up, like I'm going to chop down this maple sapling here, because it's one of the items you need in order to make a new bow. But you can only carry so much, right? If I was out with a backpack in the middle of nowhere, I can only carry so much gear. So it's not that I can't load more stuff into my pack. It's just that if I load too much in there, you'll end up walking so slow you may as well not. I could just see. Oh, if I could. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I think I'm coming back over to where the rope is now here. The other thing is when you get, like, you have basically a fatigue meter, and the more stuff you do, like, obviously walking, carrying a bunch of heavy stuff runs down your fatigue meter. But even sitting around reading a book runs down your fatigue meter, right? Because you're might not be wearing down your body necessarily, but you are, you know, you're. Where are my footprints? Let's see. I think. But yeah, you're not wearing yourself down physically, but you're mentally sort of wearing yourself out. We come back to the deer clearing. Totally. Okay. I mean, I've got almost 1,000 hours in this game, and I still get lost. So it looks like the fog is starting to clear a little bit. There we go. We went up there when what we wanted to do. Oh, here it is, right here. Hoping to kind of go around and not have to climb this. I don't think that's a very feasible option. Yeah, we're already... Alright. We've got to drop almost 3 kilograms worth of stuff. Yes. A kilogram and change. Oh. Got some meat we can eat. That weighs a lot. There we go. And... soda and then some water. That shall get us close. Alright, we drop a couple more sticks and we're good. There we go. Yeah, you can see a little bit more of the world now. We need to get going before we get even heavier. But, yes, climbing a rope takes a big toll on your energy. Climbing down, not so much, but climbing up, of course. Absolutely exhausting. Oh, good. I don't think we can sneak by this guy here. Well, we're getting there. Maybe we can. We can get... There's a log we have to run across over here. We can get as far as the log. Then he won't follow us across. Gaining on him. He will... It's funny with the wolves. They will sort of rubber band in that... because I can walk faster than them, in general, I can sort of keep ahead of them and even gain ground. But they will only get so far behind. However, wolf is following me. Like, I can hunt a bunny if I want and get a little bit of food for it. But I'm not hard up for food right now, and so the wolf, when it comes, yeah, the wolf, watch, that wolf is going to go get the rabbit instead of coming after me. Yep, so he's going to eat the rabbit there instead of coming after. It's easier prey for him, right? So I think we left anything good in this cave, did we? That rabbit will only keep him busy for so long. Kind of once he's off my scent. Oh, a maple sapling. Perfect. I don't necessarily need a new bow yet, but it's good to be prepared. I should have brought some of the cured guts back with me, too. And my drink here. There we go. Oh, it is getting to be a little later in the day. That's okay. We should be able to get back to our house before dark. Oh, there's some birds. Birds will circle sort of above points of interest, usually, and some kind of a corpse. And you can follow them to, like, if I had shot this deer and then lost sight of it and been unable to track it, once it dies, the corpse will stay there for a couple of days. So I can then find it and still harvest the materials. But it can also help you find different things that you might not otherwise have known were there. But they won't be out at night. They won't be out in the birds, I mean, won't be out at night. They won't be out in the middle of a blizzard. Kind of only in clear weather or low fog like this. Like this is... There's kind of a couple of different levels of fog in the game. This is kind of the lowest level. We can see awfully far. Trying to decide if I want to go the safe route or the direct route. I guess I've decided already on the safe route. Means we have to hug to the... I know I'm going down a little bit because I want to grab a few more sticks. Never have enough sticks. We also have to be careful because the wolf that we had down there that we saw before was just a regular black wolf. But up here farther ahead there is something called timber wolves, which actually hunt in packs. Are they over there right now? Where are they? Sometimes they kind of patrol the different areas. Don't see them over there right now, but that doesn't mean that they aren't somewhere over there. Yes, in the single player campaign there is a plane crash, and so this is the wing is part of the plane that crashed. I don't know why the wolves aren't here now when they were here before, but I am not angry about it. We pick up a few more feathers for crafting, and... Oh, I already searched that corpse, I guess. Those birds aren't annoying at all, are they? Oh, great, now I hear a cougar. Okay, there's the wing, there's the cougar. Okay. That's probably why the timber wolves have cleared out. Because timber wolves... The cougars don't really get along with any prey animals. I mean, the cougar is not terribly close to where we are, but the game gives you lots of warnings, like the growling sound. To know that you should probably give the area a wide berth. Sapling over here I want. Gonna take the chance. Should be alright.
Something's gotta go.
But we better be prepared. Getting awfully close to his den right now. Hey, it's Smixer! Good day, Smixer. I was just saying at the start of the stream, I was saying thank you for that follow last night. Much appreciated. And I hope you're well. Like one more birch bark, please. Game. Ah, there it is. And now I think we have to watch out for the bear. So many things to watch out for in this game. There's... Oh. Yeah, there's the bear. It's far enough away that I don't have to worry about it from here. But, I would just as soon not hang around for it either. Alright. This is technically cougar territory up here as well. Should have gone down around the corner. It's alright. Sneak around this way, grab a few sticks on our way down. Sprain something if we keep walking on this incline. There we go. Much longer. Okay, I want to take as many sticks as possible. Look at this sunset. So many beautiful things in this game. Scenery is just unreal. Lots of people have made the comparison to an oil painting. Like kind of the green clouds, the setting sun over there. Just crazy. I'm getting tired and I'm carrying too much stuff, so I'm walking pretty slow now. But that won't stop me from picking up another stick or two. Right straight inland from that little wharf or pier or whatever you want to call it there is a cabin that's kind of my home base. So that's where I'm headed. I wonder if we'll get an aurora tonight. Hard to say. Usually it would be clear at sunset. Unless the aurora starts, like, significantly later in the evening. Oh, bother. Okay. Let me get in this base here. Where I'm safe. And I need to check a text in my calendar. Yeah, see, we've got some meat here we can cook. It's some already cooked meat. And this is my fancy home away from home base. Alright, like I said, let me just check my work calendar and stuff. I will be back in just a second, guys. All right, sorry for that. The text message was from work. They have just let me know about some training that I will need to do. Oh, we got some birch saplings here already. Maple saplings. Okay. Yes, we've got cured guts. That's good. We've got lots of sticks, but you can never have too many. Okay, you can probably have too many, but we don't have too many. This is not too many. Oh, we need to drop these woodworking tools.
Something's making me feel tired.
Okay, where are these going? They're going up here now. Come on. There we go. So yeah, there's all sorts of things you can do to you can customize the game. You can move stuff around. This customization thing is quite new. You're just gonna move this over here. There we go. Anyway, yeah. So okay, that's done. You need to drop more stuff. What else do we have that we can drop? Drop all of that. We'll get more ammunition when we scale the summit. That's no problem. There's that's what we need to do is we need to clean
What have we here?
clean my rifle. Okay, did I not drop 2 saplings here? Did one of them end up under the bed? Sure, I had a cured one that I dropped. I think I can see it down there, but that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. The wind's picking up out there, which is fine. Kind of tired. Kind of wish we had some more food stored here. Oh, I guess there's a little more over there. We got a little more than I thought. I might have to go and
It's dusk, so
do a
night
little
can't be
hunting
far
tomorrow
behind.
before we head up. Before we start heading up to the summit. I guess we won't take any books with us. Oh, look at this. Oops. Drop it all. Perfect. Oops. I want you. Which is here? 14 we have on a well, I don't know. We run into Timberwolves up there, it's going to get dicey. That's the only real issue, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it is there on the floor. If I move the bed will not be usable, so not sure how we can kind of do that. Get that out of there now. Yeah, there it is. It's sort of... I wonder if we can see it from the other side of the wall. Every so often... Just... Walls are too thick. Oh well. Alright. Not much there, but... Okay. We're relatively safe here. I don't need to build a bow for a while, so I guess there's really no rush. So this bed provides 5-degree warmth bonus. I wonder... You can craft a bear hide bed, but it doesn't say what stats it gives you. Gotta be good if it uses a black, like a bear hide for it. If there's any other hair, couch, quilted bed. Anyway, or a rustic bed. Just depends on what you got. All right, well. Before I do anything else, I'll put some more feathers in here. Guess there's more than a few already, but I said feather, right? There we go. Half. I mean, this is more feathers than I need here either. There. Yeah, I've got a little too intense on hoarding the feathers. I really want to get my weight limit down lower. I think we're gonna leave the... Well, maybe we're gonna hang on to the crampons. They are super useful for climbing. I guess we can take a chance on some of our low quality food here since we don't have anywhere to go. Before we do that, I would like to clean this more than a little bit. I have a feeling the fact that it's so damaged is why it was misfiring yesterday. Let me tell you, when there's a cougar charging you, a misfiring weapon, not good news. Do one more, we'll get us to 70%. Pardon me, 71. Oh, all right, we'll do it. I'm not all that tired. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not exhausted yet. So, 8. Make it 85. That'll be fine. All right, we will call it good there. Although I could do it a couple more times. We'll just wait there and see how we do. I'm gonna put a couple more fishing lines. I'll take one more. We're really gonna have to economize on our weight tomorrow. I'd even leave the rifle here. Not if we're gonna hunt, but we're gonna climb the mountain. I guess we could use the energy drink to climb the rope too if we really need to. I think we're finished reading this book, right? Now there is some gear we can repair here too. Not going to rush into that right this minute. Just because I think we are going to have to hunt and replenish our supplies a little bit more. Having a nice bear would be a good start. Oh, we should go up and check the moose spawn. That's what we should do. Yeah, I think we'll have to sleep before we do anything else. Food-wise, this is fairly low condition. How hungry are we? 900 calories, give or take. Alright. Just gonna eat this. Chances are it won't make me sick. Oh, we can drop all that tea. There will be more coffee and more tea up at the summit. I mean, these weigh next to nothing, so it doesn't really matter, but again, every little bit does add up. Alright, we can basically sleep for 12 hours. We got more than enough calories in it, but if we sleep 12 hours, it's going to use all of our, like, our entire full water meter. There we go. There's a little bit of snow, but it's not too crazy out here. There we go.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight.
It's fresh. We don't want to eat that. That'll give us worms. Okay, well, guess we gotta drink some water. Okay, if we're going to go after, at least see if the moose is up there. Else, if anything, to be not much really. Shouldn't need the revolver in either case. Can use the bow if we have to deal with wolves. A little less skill levels we're at, right? Archery skill is nowhere near as good as my revolver skill, but hey, welcome back. Litan's there. Alright, let's go check for the moose. Gonna be a little bit cool, but of course that wolf is walking right into our ideal path here. You were all, no, well, no worries. You gotta do what you gotta do, but I appreciate you letting me know you're back. We made it back to our little cabin home over there. Dropped a bunch of stuff that we were carrying. And now trying to sneak by this wolf. Oh, no, he heard me. Or smelled me, one of the two. I'm gonna go check where I know there can be a moose. And moose have the biggest, like, they give you the biggest amount of meat out of any animal. About the same as a bear, I guess, but a little less dangerous to hunt. Only a little less dangerous. Come on, Wolfie, you don't really want to follow me, do you? Oh, there. I think every now and again, if you just go over a little bit of a rock like that, you can convince the wolf that it's lost sight of you. That's kind of you to say. I am absolutely not the best at this game. There are people who are exceedingly better than me. At least if that's what you're talking about, skill at the game. If you mean as a human being, I'm also not the best. But it's kind of you to say nonetheless. in the regular game, there are no monsters. There are some challenge run options you can do that require you to, you know, visit various places on the map, or that require you to, you know, survive a certain amount, or to travel from one area to another with a bear chasing you, kind of thing. And there is one called the Dark Walker Challenge, where there is it's basically sort of a Halloween themed kind of thing, but the Dark Walker is the only monster in the game, but it only exists in the Dark Walker Challenge. But between wolves and timber wolves, which are very different, yeah, it is a very cool game. It isn't for everyone, because it is not a very fast-paced game. I mean, there are fast-paced moments to it. Like, you can see these trees here with the bark scraped off of them. That indicates that this area is an area where moose will hang out. I think I just heard the moose. The moose don't like you. So if a moose catches you, it will stomp on you and break your ribs. Which, as you can imagine, is probably not a good thing. I'm pretty sure I see it over here. Or heard it over here. Which is good for us. There it is, down there on the ice straight ahead. We're far enough away it won't be able to see us, but guess I want to use the rifle. Yeah, so there's the moose right there. It is a big animal. I'm crouched down right now, which makes me harder to detect. Yeah, if he sees me, he's gonna charge me. And if he catches me, it's not good. I'm using one of the rare weapons in the game. This rifle can do a considerable amount more damage than most of the others. No, don't come closer. Okay, well, it's not dead. That's not good. Woo-wee! Always retrieve your shell casings. I thought it was going to get me on the third try. I really did. Okay. Okay, so now what we need is we need some fuel for a fire. Because we have to harvest this bad boy. And get it all back to base. And I haven't been able to build a travois. Thank you, Smixer. I got lucky, I want to say. Part of the reason I was hugging that rock on purpose so that I could hide behind it when it charged. Which worked out better than I expected, actually. I didn't really expect it to work as well as it did. I need more. Problem is that if we get a blizzard while I'm trying to harvest this animal, it'll be very bad news for me. I mean, I can come back. Yeah, I mean, by all means, it's I have quite a few really isn't that much over here. Guess there's a few more. The longer I wait, the more it's gonna kind of degrade. But yes, I have lots of VODs on Twitch. I have fewer on YouTube. I'm assuming you can go back and watch old videos, right? Like old broadcasts. This isn't the only game I play, but well, that was kind of rough on our axe there, but this is a big one. Okay, I don't want that much. Don't want that much weight to carry around, and I don't like. I shouldn't need a fire to do. I think if you are not, like, if you're not a partner or an affiliate, then yes, I think VODs disappear after 7 days. I'm an affiliate on Twitch Smixer, which means that like that's why I have a follow button, or not a follow button. That's why I have the option to subscribe down there. Which, by the way, if anybody has their, if anybody uses Prime for their for videos or for shipping, Amazon Prime, you can get access to a free once a month. You get access to one free gift sub, or not gift sub, Prime subscription. But don't feel like don't feel like I'm trying to talk anybody into. But you know, if you have it sitting there and you're not using it, I would not complain about you taking advantage of Amazon's money and giving it to me.
Too heavy.
That being said, nobody is expected to donate under any circumstances, unless you really, really want to. In which case, I will not complain, but I will not. I will not be mad. Either way, thank you, Latance. Good to, like I said, practice in this game makes a huge bit of difference here. All right, we are gonna have to light a torch to start a fire. We don't have to light a torch to start a fire, but we're going to light a torch to start a fire because that's the best way to do it. I should have enough sticks. Yeah, I should have enough sticks to... You can take these animals, and instead of just harvesting bits of meat off of them like I just did, you can actually quarter it, which means it breaks it down. Well, you'll see when I do it in a couple minutes. It takes 2 hours to quarter an animal, but that gets all the hide out, it gets the guts out, it gets all the meat into game bags, which you then, you know, can harvest further.
Feet on the ground, junk in the trunk.
Hiya, Jackie. Presumably, that's Jackie, since there's no other notification. Yes, I have made fire. Yes. Yes, indeed. I mean, I used a match, so it's not like that's overly complicated. I actually want to put a little bit more. There we go. Make sure there's enough on there. We can slap some moose meat in the pan here. And then we want to quarter the animal here. I was hoping we'd be able to see the meat. There we go. Oh, no, we can't see the meat, darn it. So I have to just guess where we're at the halfway mark. Well, that's a little more than the halfway mark, but that's okay. The meat didn't burn. That's the important thing. Oops. Not want to onto that, but I don't want the fire to go out either. I am actually kind of hungry here. Just stopping by to say hi. You gotta go to bed? Yeah, no worries, Jackie. Oh, no. Oh, no. Set fire to the moose. No, no, no. That's called cooking, Jackie. Yeah, that, I guess cats throwing up is a hazard of cat ownership, but you know, the trade-off I'm sure is worth it. You know, for people who are cat people. I'm not a big cat person, so for me it probably wouldn't be worth it. Um but there might be a little bit of singed hair. I can't disagree with that. But you're just cooking the hide, right? That should help it cure faster. But I appreciate you saying hi, Jackie. Um, um, yeah, it's just the angle that we were looking at it from, that made it look like the fire pit disappeared. Just because when you go in to harvest the carcass, it just alters the camera. 49 minutes. We need. Yeah, I thought we'd need to add. There we go. All right, let's finish this. There we go. it's it might be technically true, but you're right. It's not very practical. You see, there's what happens, right? The moose hide is covering over the fire pit. Now that's really all right. There we go. Yes, that's not really the way you want to do it, for sure. Get a little bit of water going here since it's nice, clear, though slightly windy day. Why it threw one gut over there, I will never understand this game and why it makes decisions like that at times. But all right, that's got a half an hour, so we can get that out of there. That's a dangerous question, Latance.
I need to drop something.
We do try and keep a family-friendly stream here, so it may not be the way to go. That's the smaller one. So maybe I'll suggest that we don't do any jokes today. Just for safety's sake. I do like to keep the stream family friendly. PG-13 at best kind of thing, but oh no. I don't think we want to do this joke when Jackie's here. Jackie's not one to treat cat loving likely. Oh, how many? Oh, did we even map this place here? No, we did not. All right, well, we better do that before I forget. Listen, Jackie, you ever eat steak? Oh, Jackie, always here to give me a hard time, aren't you? Besides, what moose? I don't see a moose. Where's this moose you keep talking about? Well, I suppose not. But if you're under if you're under the age of 10 and watching the stream without adult supervision, then I besides, it's not that graphic. All right. Okay. We need to. Okay, need to is a strong. We are going to harvest as much of this meat as we can before we need to head back. It's called The Long Dark. The part of the reason that the game is so challenging is because the sort of the story of the game is that there has been something called the Quiet Apocalypse, which basically prevents any and all technology from working. So there's no electricity. There's no, you know, like you can't get a working snowmobile. You can find cars, but they won't start. And so it's dark, right? Because there's no electricity, there's no electric lights, there's no power in that sense. All right, we're gonna have to take a drink here soon, I think.
I would drink almost anything.
And it is trying to get cold out now, isn't it? Yes, no worries, Jackie. Hopefully the cat mess is easy to clean up, and you get a good rest. I got to be out of town tomorrow, and then I got to work the rest of the week, so I'll probably see you on the weekend. But yeah, bless you, Jackie. Take care. And what am I gonna do? Oh yes, since I paused the game there for a second, I was going to do. There we go. There, I just put it in the chat there. That is the name of the game. Why is the bitrate crappy again? I don't know. Streaming software. The sun is trying to set here. We're not that tired though, so I think we can probably do a little bit more here. The other downside right now is that we're gonna have to walk by where the wolves are with all this meat in order to get it back to my base, which is also going to be a bit problematic. We can eat almost this entire piece of meat. Not quite. There we go. Close enough. Close enough, I suppose. If we had a travois, we could load it in the travois. Would help, but I guess. See, we could have been cooking the entire time we were doing this if we'd had the fuel to do so. Keep the fire going. Which is a little bit more time efficient.
I might have to drop some gear.
But in the end, it's not the biggest thing to worry about. There we go. Of course, it's clear. We could end up with an aurora tonight, which would be even worse. Yes, like these are the they're not that much smaller because there's whoops, still 9.9, almost an entire kilogram. I should do. Get these all out here before we go anywhere. It's 5 minutes at a time. It's not that much. The trick is harvesting them all and remembering not to hold on to the carcass. Right, it doesn't look like we're getting an aurora. That's a good thing. Almost 50% frozen. There we go. It's officially nighttime now. Oh, we're getting glimmer fog? What the heck? Thought for sure that was the sparkle effect I was seeing on the ground, but maybe it's just the snow. landing. Throwing me off. Okay, so that's that. Should be able to eat that now. Okay, so I've got a whole moose hide on me, which is heavy as it is. Take all these guts. That's gonna weigh 1 kilogram.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Go. $52 kilos. Can still technically run. Either we need to use a flare or a torch, deal with the wolves, or else we're going to have to shoot them. My problem is that I don't trust the wind. That's the biggest risk factor. Right? The wind's right in our face. I mean, a flare would negate the wind, but only so long as the flare lasts. Gotta run, Latance. No worries. Thanks for hanging out for so long. Yeah, I hope we've piqued your curiosity in the game. It is a great game. It is a lot of fun. There is a lot to learn, just about how the game functions, how you can cope with the different wildlife, and of course learning to manage all of your character's sort of various needs. But yeah, if you're looking for a relaxing game, like if you put it on the easiest difficulty, it's pretty hard to die. The game leaves lots of resources around for you on the easy difficulty, so yeah, take care, and yeah, again, if you follow my YouTube channel, there's should be a bunch more of this kind of content for you to check out. You should be able to go back and find, you know, the last 8 or 10 episodes, sort of this playthrough here. I think we're going far enough around. Part of my concern is that staying here too much longer, we may end up having a cougar show up. Another cougar show up, I should say. Oh. This is not the route I had meant to take. I feel like the weather is bad enough that we're just gonna have to... Well, I guess this is the way we came before. It's too steep to go up there, so we had to go around the long way before. But technically the wolf was over there. Not sure if we want to go over there or if we want to chance this way, where I think there is another wolf. Well, I can see the one over there. Let's try this way and see what we get. I feel like if there was a wolf here, it should have smelled us by now. Part of the problem is that the whatever, it's just the way the game runs. The game does move, like the wildlife does move around. So I have seen wolves over here before. They don't always stay in exactly the same place, right? They kind of, I don't want to say patrol, but they wander between this place and another place. It's sort of like a patrol, I guess. They hang out here, then they head over to the next place.
Feels
Then,
like night is coming.
if there's a blizzard, then they can sort of reposition, you know, different things cause wildlife to transition from one place to another. Although moose aren't always in a specific spot, but the specific spot where they spawn is always the place where they will spawn. They won't show up in a place without moose markings, with one or two exceptions in the game, but they're still sort of known moose spawns. You want to call them that? All right, well, we made it back here. That's pretty good. Right, guts need to go inside to cure. Yeah, we made it back. Really, really good. All right, we got a lot of guts here. These ones are all cured already. I'm gonna put them in a single pile here. Those are good there. And there we go. And then we need to cure a moose hide. Means we gotta put it somewhere. I think if we drop it here, it'll... Yeah, it covers those torches a little bit, but that's minor inconvenience. All right. Hey. Not that tired, even though it's late at night, so we don't necessarily need to... anything on that front. Put all the meat down. Should be light enough we can repair. There we go. These are pretty banged up. We need tools to fix them. We'll get tools when we get up to the top of the mountain there, but I'm not going to worry about that, at least immediately. These are pretty banged up. Not even sure why, but... about repairing that. There we go. These really need fixing up. 25%. I'm not going to worry about that right now. It is not pretty out there. How's our rifle do for that? We fired 3 rounds, and I think it took 1% off each time, which isn't bad. 8% per now. That'll get us to 96, so that's pretty solid. Then where's the revolver? Can we... We don't really need to do the revolver then now. It is nasty out there. We can probably make some arrow shafts here. That won't take too long. We may as well do it while we're not tired. We only have the stuff to make one more arrow. And a half, though. Alright, well, I'm gonna do it. There we go. I'm gonna put the arrow shafts in here now, though. We don't need to carry those around. Speaking of things we don't need to carry around... Really need to carry those around. It's good to have some available. When we go climbing, we'll probably want to have them both, but some killers. Inventory management, always such a pain. Probably sleep for I can probably sleep for 10 hours now, but 9 is probably more we really need. Alright. That's the raw stuff. We're gonna eat the last piece of cooked meat we have here. There we go. I suppose we can cook in the morning then if we need to. Otherwise, we may as well sleep for... I'm only going to sleep for 9 hours, even though I could sleep for 10. Because our main job tomorrow is to go and bring the rest of that meat back down. There we go. So we should be able to do that. I should be able to just leave the rifle here. Save some of that weight. Oh. The beautiful looking weapon too, the engraved deer on the sides there. Okay, we got almost 10 kilos before our weight limit now, so we're doing pretty solid there. I am going to carry the pot and the pan with me. Even though probably don't need to. Leave the lantern here too. It's not super heavy, but better grab a bit more water. There we go. Yeah, we got more than enough there, really, but I'm going to drop some sticks off here too. It won't hurt us to pick up some more firewood as we go. Here we go. Yeah, we should be all right now. I'll try and just go around that wolf again though. Ooh, chilly out here. In the game, that is. Yeah, don't tell me we're gonna get a blizzard. I mean, if we do, we do. It's not the end of the world. But I'd rather not. I want to pick up a crazy amount of sticks, but a few on the way. Easier to pick them up on the way there than it is to try and pick them up on the way back when I'm carrying more. So, yeah, that's where we came down like yesterday. Can't do that now, so we gotta go the long way. not that much longer. It just feels that much longer. Gonna be hard if we're gonna be going up against the wind the whole way, though. Hey, Mad Lad! How are you doing today? Not too mad, I hope. I know, the other kind of mad. What am I thinking here that's off? Good to have you here. I'm obviously out in the long dark picking up sticks. Because that's, you know, that is the game, right? Cool stick collecting simulator. That is the long dark. And let me tell you, do I have a collection of cool looking sticks? In fact, they all look almost identical. Oh yes, yes. No, yes. Back from deployment and relaxing at home. Perfect. Yeah, we're getting a little chilly actually here. Wasn't expecting it to be so cold. We're just off to collect a bunch of meat here from a moose that we harvested yesterday. Can't carry it all in one go because I don't have enough stuff to make a travois. I wasn't expecting it to be this cold. And I know it's still morning, but the wind is pretty nasty. There it is. There's our collection of stuff. I wonder if I should try to bring any of this fat back with me. Probably not worth it. Yeah, this is a lot of meat. Oh, let's not stand around.
I'm not sure I can carry much
It's a
more.
piece of fat. I guess we're taking one with us. How much do we weigh? 61 kilos. Look how slow we're walking. Well, I want to get back. And I want it all with me, so... Can't quite even eat an entire piece of moose meat yet. I wasn't expecting there to be quite as much as there was. I mean, I should know better by now. But that was a big moose. And I don't know this for a fact because I've never looked at the numbers, but it seems to me that the like the easier the difficulty, the more meat each individual animal is likely to have on them. So usually I will cut off 4 kilograms of meat, which gives you four full-size pieces, before I quarter an animal, because it takes 2 hours to quarter an animal. So if you put the meat on to cook, which takes about an hour, you do half the job of quartering.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
You stop that and you go back, then you can switch the meat out and put more meat on to cook while you do the last hour of quartering. So usually I do that and I end up with, all of the game bags end up with 0.4 kilograms of extra meat after you harvest off the whole pieces. But this one they were 0.9 kilograms, so almost whole pieces again. Which makes me think that if I had not, harvested any of those pieces, that, like those first 4 pieces at the start, it would have actually been 5 even kilos per thing, rather than giving me those sort of middle-sized pieces that annoy me. I just have a It's my mild form of OCD that prevents me from being content. I want to eat all the smaller pieces first and save the bigger ones to save all the bigger ones to carry with me. We're actually gonna get cold here. I mean, if we wanted, we could pause for a few minutes and warm up. Start a fire.
Too cold to think.
I think we'll just tank the damage, because we're on an easy enough difficulty that we can sleep to recover. Starting to sound more and more like we're getting a blizzard here. I guess the one bit of good news, I suppose, if you want to call it that, is that you when you're cold, as long as we don't get hypothermia, we're fine. When you're cold, you take steady amounts of damage slowly over time because you're freezing, right? And eventually you'll get hypothermia, which is, of course, very bad. Could have gone over there. Well, we're closer here now anyway, so. But with hypothermia, or sorry, with the cold, doesn't matter if it's 1 degree below freezing. Oh, there we go. Doesn't matter if it's 1 degree below freezing or if it's 30 degrees below freezing. You take damage at the same speed. Oh, now I've got that audio glitch with the pain. When you get a sprain and you have pain, which is an affliction you can either deal with or ignore. When you sustain a sprain like that, or receive a sprain like that, sometimes sets off an audio glitch. So the wind you can kind of hear it warbling in and out. Which is a little bit annoying. It should go away when we sleep next. Oh, we're not that far into hypothermia yet. We've got some time to go before it becomes a problem. Alright, I'm gonna try and go the same route I did last time. Yeah, you can really hear that wind difference now. Funny, I don't see the wolf over there. Oh, there it is. I'm sure it's very hard to see on the video, but easier than it used to be when we had really, really bad internet. It was practically impossible for you guys to see stuff like that, and I just found like the steepest possible way to climb this. Well, I'm definitely hungry enough now to eat that whole piece of meat. There we go. Oh, is the wind dying down? Are we going to warm up, or is it just changing direction? Of course, it's changing direction to be right in our face. Make us walk even slower. Of course, game. Of course. But that's what I get for trying to carry all this stuff, right? My own fault. If I just dropped half of it, I could get there in no time and come back for the last, especially because I'm so close, but there we go. Now we're out of the wind. We're actually warming up a tiny bit. Very tiny bit, plus 1 degree. You can see in the center that little shield icon that's got the squiggly line through it. That shows when you're protected from the wind.
Damn, I'm freezing.
I know, but you're not got hypothermia yet. You're not even close, buddy. I don't know if hypothermia ticks up at the same speed no matter how cold it is. I think probably it does. Which is, of course, a little bit less than authentic. But maybe on higher difficulties it does. I have played on the highest of difficulties before, but not often. You can hear the music there, background music, the game music. If a wolf detects us and gets close, the music will just stop all of a sudden in mid-note. That wasn't it. That was just the music. That was just the end of that piece. That's the nice thing. The interesting thing about music in this game is that it isn't always on. You don't always have music. Oh. There we go. Actually, no. If I drop that there while the wolf smells me, the wolf will come and eat it. Kind of a bit silly.
I'll die if I don't warm up soon.
Alright. We're warming up soon. We're fine, Mackenzie. Wow. 25 pieces. Wonder we were so heavy there. Alright, those up again. Not sure how much we necessarily need them. Oh, I can't even equip the rifle while I have a sprain. Well, fine. That's fine. It is midday. I suppose we could cook some of this and make a fire, hey? Or whatever, make a fire and then cook some of this. Wolf is not that far away. In fact, I think it's just over that hill. Must have smelled this when we were going around and it was coming. Like we came up the far side of this rock here. These rocks. I think the wolf smelled us when we were over there. It kind of came up through here, but I think it's on the other side of that low bank there. Made the mistake of rubbing. Oh, there it is. Right there. I made the mistake of rubbing my eye, and now something is in it. It's stinging a bit. Oh dear, that's a sound. Big fish! I know that name. That must mean it's a raid. Oh, right when I've got something in my eye. Hang on. Okay. Let me get somewhere safe. Not that, you know, it isn't safe when I don't. That's safe, pause, no matter what. But thank you, Big Fish, for the raid. Oh my goodness. Speaking of people who are better at this game than I am, Big Fish would absolutely be one of those people. But thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And welcome to everybody. Chef Maria, I know we've seen you before. That's a new follow from Cookie Cat. Hello. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I rubbed my eyes. And I don't know what I have on my hands that's bothering my eyes so much, but wow. Just stinging. So then I want to rub it, and I rub it some more, and then it gets worse. So I'm fighting that. But yeah, thank you so much. That's extremely kind of you for that raid. I'm taking it easy lately, because I'm trying. I haven't played much since the wildlife refresh, so I don't really know where all that much stuff is. I killed my first cougar in yesterday's stream, which felt almost like cheating. Cougar charged at me, I shot it, and then I started backpedaling just away from the cougar while I was trying to reload so I could fire again, and the cougar just kept following me but not attacking me. I was able to pull out the bow and just shoot it in the back while it was literally like it was walking into me, and it was slowed down, and I shot it, because what else was I going to do? But I feel like it was trying to attack me, but it didn't, like, because cougars can do different things, right? They can, and there I go rubbing my eye again with this. Yeah, so I have the cougar claw. I have the hide curing over in Ash Canyon where I killed it. Yeah, it was good to finally do that. That's been one of the things that I have been struggling to learn, is how to cope with a cougar. So we managed to do that. I think, yeah, I've got the audio. I got a sprain, so I've got the audio glitch that makes the wind kind of sound funny. What do I have for sticks? Oh, I got more than I thought I did. All right, we're going to do some cooking now. Because of course we are. Guess we're sheltered from the wind here, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Yeah, we just hunted a moose, so now we gotta cook some moose meat. Thank you, Cookie Cat. It's not easy. Like,
Come on.
hey, Sylvius. Yes, we just got raided by Big Fish here, so I'm super excited about
Turned
that.
out pretty well.
Everybody loves a good raid, hey? So again, thank you for the raid, and welcome to everybody. I don't have cooking level 5 yet, so I'm wanting to get this not so great meat looked after here. Yes, when I pause the game, you can see that I've cheated death once, and that was because the cougar killed me in Ash Canyon, because I didn't realize I had gotten not a major laceration, I guess, but like a regular laceration, and so I didn't bandage it, so I ended up bleeding out, which wasn't so great, but whatever, can't change it, right? So what are we doing here for the sprain? I guess we have to sleep to deal with the sprain, don't we? Pain will go away on its own, but I don't really need to worry about the sprain, I suppose. Pardon me. But I also feel like I have more things I could do. That is another follow, Raglan. I'm always feeling like I'm mispronouncing everybody's name, and it's probably just my imagination. Because most of the time when I say, if I'm butchering your name, set me straight. And most of the time people say, no, you're good. That's either that's it, or else that's super close. But Raglan, I get the feeling you're from the UK. But if that is incorrect, set me straight. Oh, you know what? Why not? There we go. That's it. See? It's just, I don't know if it's a self-confidence issue or what, but I know how hard it is to pronounce names. Like, even my own last name, which I will not say, but hang on, guys, just a sec. One of my boys. Yes, like my last name has an A in it, and because it's an English name by nature, it's a soft A. Like it almost sounds like aw rather than ah. And so, it has been mispronounced on more than a couple of occasions. All right, how long are these guys going to take? That's the real question, because they're not full pieces. 50 minutes, that's not too bad. Just say, how far away did that wolf go? I know there's more sticks over here. Oops. I don't want to run into a wolf if I don't have to. So yeah, I've had and it's not like they totally butcher the name. It's just they pronounce it a little bit off from how I learned to pronounce it when I was a kid. So I don't stress about it, but I know some people are fairly particular, and so I don't like to offend if I can avoid it. We're going to try and cook all these small pieces of meat here. That's kind of my main goal, although how close are we to cooking level? We're fairly close to cooking level 5, so we could just plow through this. Well, Cookie Cat, when the name is made up of actual honest-to-goodness words, I mean, rag is an honest-to-goodness word, and I suppose LAN is too, like local area network, right? But you never know. You just never know, right? I mean, I left off the 1023 at the end, so there's that. What can we do while we're doing this? That's the big catch, I guess. We can't really read because it takes less than an hour. None of our... Oh, I was going to reload the rifle. That's what I was going to do. I don't think I can while I've got the sprain, right? Because I can't, pull it out. There we go. He's a paladin, you know. They ain't right in the head. Yes, paladin indeed. The other game I probably play almost as much as the Long Dark is classic World of Warcraft, and paladin is indeed my class of choice. So somebody thought that I was playing the original Baldur's Gate, and that's a line that somebody says in the game. So of course I was reading all the lines, and so somebody decided that would be funny to clip. Yeah, I really don't need to clean either of those weapons. 35, that's no good. Not what I wanted to pick up anyway. 80, 86 there. I'm going to take 2 hacksaws up with us to the top of the summit, because I haven't summited yet. I wanted to get the moose hide satchel made, but in order to do that, I had to go back to where the cougar killed me, and I had to get over the injury I had received in doing the cheat death. I took the longer 50% penalty rather than the shorter 75% penalty, which probably I could have gone the other way. I was skittish after dying somewhat unexpectedly to the cougar. They're really only... There's only pieces left. Alright. That'll make it easier to do, but we definitely want to make some more water as well. Definitely better than your run as well. Well, this is only Voyageur. I generally prefer to play on Stalker, but I didn't want to risk my relatively well-going Stalker run on unfamiliar wildlife. So I'm basically just trying to wander around to each region now. I want to summit to get what's up there, but I also want to know what's on my way to summit.
I mean, on Mom's.
Yeah, I know, on Mom's birthday.
And
your fingers are cold.
Steak.
Yeah, round steak on Mom's birthday. I'm going to cook it, that's right.
It's snowing.
It is snowing, and look, we're cooking. Oh, I got to change the meat. Don't want to let it burn. 1 second, this is an awkward angle to do this, but... This is one of my 3 boys. This is my middle son. You want to wave? You never want to wave. Oh, there you go. Except your hands off camera. There you go. Yes, this is my middle son. There you are. Now we can see your face. Yes, thank you. So my middle son here has cerebral palsy, which means he was born with non-specific brain damage that has affected his development. And so he graduated from school last year, from high school. I mean, not academically so much, but...
Mrs. Wilson.
Yes, I know, except you didn't go across the stage, did you? No, you didn't like the big crowd of people. But everybody was excited for you. And so he's actually been back at school this year. Cookie Cat says, nice to meet you. Nice to meet Cookie Cat. He has a hard time understanding that people typing are real people. I will help you with the show, please. So he's just back from school. He did graduate last year, but while we've been waiting for a program to kind of accept him for sort of his daily support, because he's not able to live independently, he's been back at school, enjoying it. But yeah, now that he's home, I'm going to take a couple-minute break here, help him kind of get settled in, and I should be back in probably 5 minutes, guys. But again, very much appreciate everybody who's been here, came in with the raid. If you do got to go, I totally understand, especially since I'm going to be stepping away for a few minutes. But of course, you're more than welcome to hang out here regardless. And oh well, there you go. There you go, Cookie Cat. I mean, again, like I say, his program was highly modified just because of his disability, but yeah, he had some rough days and didn't always want to stick with it, but he got through. We're very proud of him too. Again, he's got a lot of challenges, but he makes our lives more interesting. In any case, I'm gonna go help him get sorted out here. So I'm gonna throw up the be right back screen, because I will be right back. If you're on Twitch, I am gonna hit the ad break button, just because I'm not gonna be here, so you're not gonna miss anything. And if you're on YouTube, then you can just chill out for maybe 5 minutes. But he is like all kids. He's a good kid until he's not. Just like the rest of us people, right? Adults are the same way. We're all good until we're not. Then all bets are off. But he is a pretty good kid. He cares about us all just like we care about him. So, but yeah, see you guys in a few minutes. Again, if you got to go, I understand. But if you can hang around, I very much appreciate it. See you guys in a bit. Alrighty, there we go. I am back. I wonder how many times my phone. All right. I do want to check one thing then quickly. All right, that's good. That's good. Thank you. It is good to be back. All right. Oh, there we are. I forgot I didn't pause it. You don't need to. If you alt tab it, it's effectively paused for you. I do have a mountaineering rope I can attach somewheres. I don't really need to at the moment. Yeah, the rest of this day in the game, basically just going to be cooking, I think. Oh yeah. So I'll just put a bunch on there. We're going to be going for a while. So I picked up another hacksaw, right? Yeah, we got 2 hacksaws. We actually trade the 79% for the 80% one, but I think my fire should still be safe. This is a pretty... Oh, it's not! Wow! That's the one angle that could blow out my fire. Kinda sucks. Too windy to sustain the fire. Great. I love this game. It's so good! Oh. No! Okay, well that's just me failing to start the fire. That's not the wind. Okay. There we go. There we go. We might have to do that again, I suppose, but still. You should be able to just pick up... I mean, we've wasted some sticks on there, but I'm not going to cry about wasting sticks. That's not the biggest deal.
Turned out pretty well.
Didn't it, though? Alright. Cooking paused. Cooking resumed. As someone who's trying to learn how to do life, that's, you know, my other teenage sons might disagree with you on that. But very, very kind words. Thank you. I certainly do try. But I've had 18 years now and change with that one boy in particular to learn some patience. So these are gonna be ready in no time too. That's perfect. I do kind of need a few more sticks. I think that'll do. Hey, we got a few here. Hi. What? I'm not ready to sleep yet. You have very poor timing when it comes to watching me sleep in this game. I still don't know why you're so obsessed with it. I still don't know why you're so obsessed with watching the character in the game sleep, but...
Well, you know, isn't that exciting?
I'm not sure what he likes about it. I guess just he can relate to it, right? Going and laying down and, like...
Oh, we gotta get mailed.
Oh, yep. Hey, that's what you get. It's better than Danny's signature, I'll tell you that. Yes, we had to do his taxes for the first time this year. So that was an adventure. I mean, it's not super complicated. But as an almost adult, oh well, I'm gonna say you don't have to live with me when I'm having a bad day, I guess. All right, get these 2 on the fire. How close... Oh, that's not going to be enough, right? That'll be more than enough. How close are we to level 5? I'm not sure if we cook all of this, if we'll... Well, it's all relative, right? How much time is left on the day? I mean, we can... We're not very tired, so we can cook well into the night, but I think the next thing I want to do is get some water going here. Okay, so... Oh, but this is a full piece, right? Yeah, go over there. That's the small, almost a full piece. You guys are... Come on.
Getting kind of thirsty.
Moose meat, definitely. Like, I definitely need more water. I've got 4 liters in reserve over there, but that's not enough, you know, to establish a really good base. So... Maybe I'll do 2-liter... Once we're cooking the full pieces, it's probably going to be about an hour. But I can maybe read for a bit, as long as the wind doesn't change direction. We're going to need more sticks. Oh, look, more sticks! Yes, Will's getting thirsty. We will give Will something to drink in a little bit here. Alright, let's grab...
Something's gotta go.
4 of these here, I guess. Oh, right. Yeah, I think if we cook all of this, it should push us to cooking level 5. Then we really don't need to worry about much except accidentally eating raw meat, which I have done before when I was in a hurry. And it felt really dumb. For obvious reasons. Pardon me. Yeah, we are easily hungry enough to eat. We're going to eat one of these when it's done. I guess we could eat some of that venison too, but... I mean, you know, you can also do the trick where you wait until you're thirsty to eat a bunch of meat. Like until your water meter is empty. I don't know that we're sort of that desperate. What have we got? I'll throw a 2-liter thing on there. I should grab the book just so I have it handy. Then we'll have to make sure the fire is... There's 80%. Where's the sounding? Not that it's all that big a deal, but... How big are those? 866 as opposed to 900 calories. When it cooks, it's 1040 instead of 1080, which is so close it almost makes no difference. That's... There we go. Whoops. That's not the way I meant it to go. Yum yum. Tasty stuff. Alright. No. It's 52 minutes, so we're technically losing a little bit of time.
Mouth so dry.
I can't focus when I'm thirsty. See, I should have listened to Cookie Cat. We're still gonna do it. There we go. I've only had moose once. There we go. The wind's finally died down. Oh, yeah. See, that's going to be a half an hour. I guess. But bison. We live on the prairies. Bison meat is unbelievable. Alright, oh, now it's nice and clear. The wind's died down. This is perfect. I'm 21 minutes. Alright, perfect. Just enough time to break down this stick and get back. I can hit the right button. There we go. I've read quite a lot of books this run. I wish I could find another sewing primer, though. That'd be kind of nice. Alright, so now we can do a half a liter, and that'll be about the same time as that. And we're going to put on these next 2 pieces of meat. I'm actually going to bring over a couple more here. Smelling me yet? No. Probably if this was interloper. I guess it's only 2 liters of water. Technically, we want more than that. I think if we do like 1.5 liters. There, that's much more like... Well, like I say, that's pretty close.
The sun's setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Yep. And we got a nice toasty fire. Not sure we'll get through all of this meat tonight, but... Cook, feed. There we go. 11 minutes for that. Alright. We could use more water. I'm gonna just stop there. I should grab... Oh, Aurora. I was afraid of that. Alright, well. Not much we can do. Two minutes. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, I have a stick problem. I think I said this before Fish's Raid, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Cookie Cat, absolutely gorgeous. I have a stick obsession. I was saying before that I like to, like there's something about a really good stick, it's just a guy thing, right? You gotta collect the good sticks when you find them. So I'm always picking up sticks, and I always end up carrying around more than I think I have. And I'll look in my inventory and I'll say, oh, good grief, I got 33 sticks. I don't need any more sticks. And I'll turn around, and the next thing I'll do after walking 10 steps is pick up a stick. So every time I get to a base like this, I end up dropping 20, 25 sticks. And In fact, every time I'm ready to climb a rope and I'm like 2 kilograms heavy, I just drop my sticks and I'm good to go. But so I have stashed a lot of sticks here, because I've been back and forth I don't know how many times now, and saved them for exactly this purpose, because especially now, for the first time, I actually have the woodworking kit, or the woodworking tools or whatever. So technically now I can actually finally make stuff out of wood. But some of those recipes are just crazy as to how much. I mean, it's not crazy for what you're making, but you need 15 pieces of fir wood. Like, that takes a long time to collect. I used to hoard rose hips and lichen and mushrooms, but I really don't so much anymore. And I think you've yet to find acorns. Oh, wow. Do you have the Tales from the Far Territory expansion? I think acorns are probably still available anyways. If I'm out and I see an acorn tree, I will show you what they look like, if that's your difficulty. Those are done. We can do 2 more here. I would like to get as close to level 5 cooking as I can. Alright, let's read.
Ready to find a place to rest.
You've been finding all the sound commands. It's good to know they still work. I haven't used them a ton in the last little while. There we go! Cooking level 5. Alright. Master cooking. Well, they're absolutely fun to have in the stream. I definitely do. We're gonna try and get. I shouldn't go too much later because I do want to sleep some. How many? There's probably another 40, maybe 30 left in that pile. I've used like 30 or 40 already. Hey, Latance is back on YouTube. Good to have you here. You think there's 50? Oh, I'm not even sure I want to pick them all up to find out. I bet there's got to be less than 50 by now. I'm going to guess there's about 30 there. Oh, now we got even faster at the cooking, right? Not only does level 5 cooking give you, cooking times reduced by 30%. Never get parasites or food poisoning. Yes. Almost not worth reading now. Yeah, moldy food. What it does is it converts all mold in the game into penicillin, which automatically treats the the food poisoning. Raven Crossfade, thank you for that follow. I have no idea why that alert sound was so much quieter than some of the other ones. But thank you very much. Great to have you here. Guess, can I sharpen a knife a little bit here?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Mackenzie, why you gotta be gross like that? Come on. This is a family-friendly stream. Yeah, it's way later at night than I thought it was. We are going to be so tired. Crazy Will, yeah. Is it the cat joke? Is that what you're going on about now, Latance? If you can assure me that it's PG-13 rated or less, no graphic depictions, no sex, no gratuitous violence in your joke, then yes, I know Will needs water. We'll get there, I promise. How are we doing for water? We're almost we got plenty. Just gonna want to eat some moose meat before that. probably grab another torch if I can. Maybe we'll just throw some water in those pots and then go to bed. Like gravy. Look at this. Look at this world. Half of my desktop on my computer is just screenshots of this game. Oops. I'm trying to uncrouch, not pause the game. It's the cat one. Okay, there we go. These are cooked. Alright, so if I... How much time is left on this fire? An hour. That's not even going to take an hour. But I guess it won't boil away. Yeah, auroras are the... Oh, what am I taking a picture from that angle for? I want to keep the fire in. On game. There we go. Oh, come on now. Yes, we've got a lot of moose meat, for sure. Alright. If you want to tell the joke, that's fine. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to... Oh, I love it when the aurora crosses in front of the moon. Sorry, that's me getting distracted, Latance. I can't promise I'll read the joke out loud, but I'll give you the chance to say it. How's that? Or to type it in YouTube chat.
I need some water.
Yes, I know, we need some water. Okay, that's the next piece of meat we get. Alright. You know what? I'm not gonna drink yet. We're gonna let ourselves heal up here. Yes, right. I remember that part. Still got an hour left on this fire. What is wrong? I guess we're outside, right? Oh, it's still 20 minutes until boiled. Okay, that's part of the reason. There we go. All right, you'll have to tell me the answer, Latance, because I do not know. I'm not a cat person, so. All right, yeah, just gonna be able to do a half a liter here, I think, when we're done this. But we're not even gonna sleep for 12 hours though either. What are we gonna do tomorrow? Because we don't need to. Cook or anything like that. It'll leave me half an hour, half a liter, and then go to bed. "36 minutes? Perfect." Because they're perfect. Yes, I definitely get what you're saying. Because they're perfect. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll let that burn. We just have to remember to pick up our stuff. You're going to sleep for 9 hours, I guess. That's going to put us farther into tomorrow if that's very, very much a an acceptable joke. Why do people like cats so much? Because they're perfect. Oh. Where are you going? Maybe that's the Aurora Wolf still going away? Not sure. Not because there's another cougar spawning in. Alright, let's grab our water and our pots. I probably already have way more charcoal than I want. Oh, we got 10. That's not too bad. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty more over there. Okay. That was a wolf that was running away. It definitely sounds like a dog when they're when they're yelping and running away. Different things can scare them. All right, we want to know how many sticks are in this pile here, right? That was the question, was it, Cookie? You might be right. Looking at it now, it might be closer to 50. I feel like we're a little bit off from where we should be. It's gonna take forever.
I need to drop something.
Oh, we're getting there. Now, I had some in my inventory when I started, but only about 10. I now have 84 sticks in my inventory. Good thing you can do this with the mouse wheel to scroll them up. Let's keep 10. That's usually what I like to keep in my inventory. There we go. That spread them out more than they were spread out before. So there's a few sticks there, Cookie. Oh dear. All right, so I mean we could stay here for the day and kind of focus on crafting stuff. But I only have the one deer hide, so that's not really gonna do much for me. Is that what it says on YouTube? 3 people in that's a lot of sticks. A lot of sticks. I don't want to hunt the bear, because if I hunt the bear, then I have to deal with the bear. I could go see if there's a deer in the clearing over there. A deer wouldn't be bad. Hey, Sun on Wave! We just discovered that I have 80 sticks in this pile here. So, yay me for being over-prepared. And we also burned through like 40 or 50 of them while we were cooking a bunch of moose to get to cooking level 5. So, yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, Latence. I have a problem. I definitely have a stick problem. But yes, I suppose hunting a deer wouldn't be a terrible use of today, just for the hide. Just because in theory, if I can get enough birch saplings, I would very much like to have a travois. That would have made lugging all this meat back yesterday so much easier. And we are planning to summit soon, although the plan was to summit today, but yeah, I will look in my inventory sometimes and think, good grief, I've got like 25 or 30 sticks. I do not need to pick up any more. I'll turn around, I'll start walking. Hey, a stick! All right. Let's drop the rifle ammo again. I'm not taking that with me. Ooh, how many games? I mean, I mainly play this and hardcore World of Warcraft. I do have a soft spot for Japanese-style RPGs. Yeah, and like that's the thing. So I don't know how many times I brought sticks back to Mountaineer's Hut here and dropped them off, but more than a little bit, clearly. We must have had 120 of them there when we first came back. I'm really not doing the rabbit hide thing, so I actually I only played it within the last couple of years, but Persona 4 is an absolutely fantastic video game. I actually started playing Persona 5 not that long ago. It's not as good as Persona. It's the next evolution of the Persona series, really, but it's almost too busy, and the writing isn't quite as good, I don't think. I mean, I shouldn't say that. A puppet dragon. I cannot say that I have ever had a puppet dragon. Alright, so... would like to shoot this deer. Nice buck right here. Not so much for the meat. Problem is that if I miss him and hit the rock, that's murder on my arrow. Don't come any closer, buddy. Oh. Now that's a shot, son. That was a beautiful shot. Hey, look, a stick. You can learn to make them on YouTube. Interesting, Latans. Don't mind me. That's the other thing I gotta compulsively pick up. Even though I almost never... well, on Voyageur, making arrows is kind of... I don't want to say useless, but it's a bit redundant. Yeah, it was all about the stick. Not the... Alright, we can put the bow away now. Alright. Let's just get the hide here. Well, mind you, if we take the guts, then we'll have made a cut, and then we can probably harvest the hide by hand. Save our tools a tiny bit, practice our good there we go. It's a tiny bit longer than using the knife, but not much. Oh goodness, models. I mean, when I was young, like my dad and I made a handful of models when I was 8, 10, somewhere in that department. I mean, it would be a waste not to take the meat too, right? There we go. An hour to harvest all this meat. So yes, it's been a very long time since I've done anything like that, but I have in the past, in the distant past now.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, we're definitely stinky. That wolf is gonna... But you know what? Let's be prepared. But I bet you that wolf is gonna come from down on the lake. A guy I know from work used to make sock monkeys all the time. He doesn't actually work with us anymore. Yeah, he would make them all the time. They were pretty neat. kind of funny. It's not the sort of hobby you would expect you know, somebody who used to be in the army to do. But that's very much him. He's a very nice guy, but it's not, you know, it's not what you expect when you meet a guy who says, "Oh yeah, I you know, spent 6 years or whatever it was in the army." All right, you, sir, help yourself to a rabbit and leave me be. Okay? Yes, that's perfect. Especially because I just sprained my wrist again. Oh well. Lucky I didn't sprain my ankle going down there like that. Oh, there we go. It's clearing off. Very nice. I mean, I'm not going to try and cook all this deer meat now. I just really wanted the hide to have a backup. But you also don't want to waste resources if you can help it. Yes, I would have been just as happy not to sprain my father.
Too much stuff to carry.
Nope, go away. Leave me alone. deer hide. There we go. 2 more guts. Oh, he's right outside. I don't want to leave. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Oh, we got all this fat, too. I totally didn't think about that. I was going to say, we don't want to leave this meat indoors, because it will, Yeah, no worries, Latance. Do what you gotta do. We're all, busy people. But yeah, like, normally I would say, I don't want to leave this meat inside, because it'll spoil faster. But drop it outside. I think he's just on the other side of the... Yeah. He's not far away. Now we're kind of trapped in here. Oh, literally right outside the door. Well, we could... Oh, I can't. Well. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. Got hung up on the rock there, and I couldn't get the position I wanted. Really? No, you want to do that again. Problem is if there's Oh, yeah, son. I'm multi-streaming onto YouTube right now, so there's well, one person in particular who's been chatting quite a bit, which is fantastic, by the way. Not often that we get somebody on YouTube who is consistently sort of chatting and watching like we tend to see on Twitch. At least not on my content. But yes, so that's the reason for it. And you're not supposed to, like, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so the Twitch chat is coming up for everybody, like on my screen, right? So the YouTube people can see the Twitch chat, but the Twitch people can't see the YouTube chat. There isn't at least if there is a way to make the YouTube chat show up in a unified thing, I haven't been able to figure out how to force it onto the actual screen. I think it might technically be against YouTube's, I mean not YouTube, Twitch's policies as well. But that's totally a fair question. And since we're paused here, yeah, I mean, our viewership on YouTube is split, right? Because I have a vertical thing for phones and a horizontal thing, just like Twitch, for on your PC or whatever. And so it splits the viewership, which is fine. I'm not, bothered. But it gets tricky to keep track of it all. But the streaming software at least has a unified chat, so I can see everybody, both of the, groups of messages. Sorry, I'm just sucking on a vitamin C lozenge here. I'm feeling like felt like I had a cold for 2 days. It's gone now, except for a little tiny tickle at the back of my throat. All right, come on, Wolfie. Let's do this. Where are you? In here? Oh, I can see you over there. What are you doing up there, you crazy animal? There, now he's coming back. You see the weather we've got outside here? This is basically the weather we've had outside today. Little warmer. Well, let me see. About the same temperature, actually. A few degrees above freezing. Hasn't been quite this clear. There's a few clouds, but I just want to get this wolf out of here so I can leave. Where I hear him right beside the house here. Sucker! It's what you get for howling right outside my door. When they go into the... Oh, not much meat on this guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they probably did, son. Yeah, because he shovels for the... Like, for the housing units. He clears snow for them, doesn't he? My oldest boy, he was shoveling snow this winter for the local low rental housing sort of situation. Yay, feathers. 3 feathers from a wolf, that's not bad. Let's drop this pelt. Not quite sure where to drop it. Guess we don't have much choice. We're going to drop it here. Fun. I'm not sure why I'm really collecting wolf pelts, other than I can. Yeah, we're... Like, I don't live in the city. I live in the country, but our nearby city that's 2 hours away. Hey, take care, Latance. Appreciate you being here. Oh, well, yeah, if you're going to be right back, that's fine. Yeah. Take care either way. If we don't see you, have a great day. If we see you, I know you're having a great day because you're hanging out with us. If I do say so myself, you know. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, it's supposed to be plus 14 on tomorrow, actually, in the city, which actually happens to be where we're going tomorrow because we have some appointments. I guess we can get some tasty moose meat. Drink some water. It's kind of late in the day to head out for Summit now. So I guess we've got a couple options. We could go fishing, which we haven't really done, but we have so much food, it feels kind of pointless to go fishing. There's not really much we can craft. I guess I can move this meat outside now.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Again, just for future me. I like to keep the meat kind of like the raw meat away from my cooked meat because I have by accident before eaten cooked raw meat when I meant to eat cooked meat, and that just makes you sick even if you have cooking level 5. So that's not a pain at all, is it? That's all. There's some one piece of animal fat in there. I do think it's the animal fat thing is just a tiny bit annoying. I mean, I am glad that there is a way to replenish your cooking oil. But without a way to replenish your flour, for example, you still end up with a pretty notable bottleneck. You missed it, buddy. We had a good sleep. Careful, careful. You can sit on my knee for a minute. Yeah. You have returned. So has my son, Cookie Cat. Yes, you can have a vitamin C as well. I already had one, thank you. So there you go. Put the lid back on. I think you've met my son. Hey, son? Son on Wave? Yeah? Oh, yeah, there's the vitamin C's he's shaking at you. You already had those. Well, you're just shaking the thing for attention. Pardon me. Yeah, now that I'm done the lozenge, my tickle's back. Nope, because we gotta go to this. She's got to go to the city, and so do we. Oh, okay. This is my son. This is my middle boy. You want to wave again? Yeah, other hand so they can see. There you go. Can't really see him anyway. Come on, we've done this before. There he is. Yes. So this is my middle son. I have 3. This is the only one that isn't camera shy. In fact, he likes being on the camera and sticking his tongue out. Son says, "Nice to meet you too," just like Cookie did before. But yes, the other boys are kind of camera shy. They have a better concept of what the internet is, right? And the fact that being recorded and people will be able to watch it when they're 25 or 50 or whatever, in theory. But you have no shame anyways, do you, my son? But yes, this is my middle boy. He has cerebral palsy. So he has a global developmental delay and a couple of minor physical challenges, I guess you would say. So he's you're sticking your tongue out too. There you go. He's sticking his tongue out at you. Oh yes. I know. For Mom's birthday, your friends are coming over, or our friends are coming over. Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, there you go. So yes, my son here will not ever be able to live independently. Can't really take care of himself on his own. So we're in the process of helping him. Yeah, find a group home, right? Yeah. Do I get a kiss? No. All right. Can I keep playing the game? No. What do you mean no? I can't play the game with you sitting on my lap. It's not comfortable for either of us. Oh, I missed a follow from Samafa1 on Twitch. Right after Raglan, apparently. I got sidetracked on the name thing, so I must have missed it. If you're still here, Samafa, thank you very much for that follow. 34 minutes ago now, so if you're not, I understand. But I do appreciate it. And, all right. I want to keep playing. You can sit and watch if you want to sit in the other chair there. But you won't, because you almost never do. I love you. Oh, okay. I don't recognize their name, son, but I'm assuming they came in with the raid we had from Big Fish. You know, because there was a number of follows in that. Well, 3 follows, I guess. But I have no reason to doubt if Son says someone is a sweetie, I believe you, or believe them. Shy like you are. I was gonna say, you might not like talking out loud, but you sure don't seem to have much of a problem typing, which is totally fine. You know, a lot of people are more comfortable communicating that way. It's just, for whatever reason, it's different, right? Okay. Really, we've got a bunch of time. All right. I'm gonna figure out here, what do we need in order to craft a woodworking, because we need a woodworking bench to make most of the furniture stuff, right? Furniture workbench. 10 cedar. Prefer texting over talking on phones? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It makes sense. If for no other reason, then you can spend a bit more time thinking about what exactly you want to say, right? Oh. Well, how much cedar do we have over here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I mean? There's 5. That's half what I need to make the... I don't necessarily even want to make the bench here, but I've never had woodworking tools before, so having some idea of what I need to make these things is because you need, in order to make any of this, like any of the bigger thing, like you can make, well, you still need the furniture workbench to make the, like the frame jersey. Probably not for the carvings, right? Yeah. But anything that's bigger. This is what I'm excited about, the meat curing box. Well, and if you're excited and you want to say something, then, you know, that's certainly fair. 10 fur for the meat curing box. There's a wolf. And a cougar. Oh, dear. And a bear. I'm kind of disappointed there isn't one for a bunny. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. There's no access to salt, really, in Timberwolf Mountain that I'm aware of, so we're really not going to make that here no matter what. Oh, nice. I know, right? Like you can't make you can make a mounted burbot, but you can't make a berry statue. Like that's just, yeah, the golden eye and these tiny little fish. But you even need the furniture workbench to make the mounted fish. That's kind of funny. Red Irish Lord. I think I've only ever had one of these fish. I don't remember where you can catch them. Bad Tamil. You could really go all out. At all the display stuff. And a regular workbench. You need a workbench vise, which I assume you get from breaking down a workbench. You always use the bunny thermos. Yeah. That is the best thermos. Although I do like the one I have right now is the one that is the, like, I have much more luck finding the plaid one. Just because it goes along with the Mackinac jacket, so maybe that's something that they'll add in the future, is the ability to carve a bunny. I suppose now that we're harvesting this arrow, I can make another one to replace it. We've got the time, we've got the food. Actually, we can make 2. Didn't realize we had so many arrowheads in there. All right. Let's just make them both. Yeah, I mean, that would be a little more complicated, I think. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff like that in the future that they. Oh, we got lots of fog now. Sunset fog. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I guess it's technically nighttime now. Got a little bit more time to kill before sleeping. Like maybe 2 hours. Anything else we can repair clothing-wise? I mean, there is stuff we can repair clothing-wise, but anything that's really worth it. Yeah, the ski gloves, probably. There we go. And I think we can sharpen the axe and the hunting knife. There we go, and then yes. There we go, that'll finish off the sharpening stone. Go. Yes, we got lots of arrows now. 2 hacksaws is worth taking with us for playing there, although there's going to be so many more things up there. torn as to whether or not I should take the book with us up there. Alright. There's almost nothing left on it, but I'm going to drop this anyway. I guess I may as well do all my inventory management now. Then when I wake up in the morning, I'll be just ready to go. I don't want to wait too much longer because we want to leave kind of at first light. I am going to leave the rifle behind. Between the bow and the revolver, should be fine, I think. There, oh. There we go. Yeah, I mean, ravens are so much bigger birds than you expect them to be, too. I want to take more revolver. I mean, I don't need to take all of this, but I want a little bit more. 6. I'd like to take 18, so we'll drop 16 here. That should leave me with 18. No, that leaves me with 8. So we got 3 full reloads. Just because there can be... I don't know where I know there can be timber wolves, but I don't know where.
Surrounded by snow.
So I want to be prepared.
Nothing to drink.
Bonk and down they go. You have to hit them in the right spot. It is a skill, definitely. All right, we're almost there time-wise. What else can we... Well, I want to take this because we're going to map a bunch on the way. Probably don't need the sewing kit either. I mean, I'm really nickel and diming my weight here. Really? Right, fine. There we go. As long as you can shoot him in the head, you're pretty good on the wolf front. Got almost 10 kilograms of room here. What do I have for sticks? I've got 12. We can drop 2. Probably drop more than 2. Let's drop 7. Keep 5. I'm sure we'll pick up more along the way, right? Yeah, that basically gives me 10. We'll have to grab some more water before we go. Let's grab it now. Don't really need that much, but we're going to drink now. We're going to need to drink more when we wake up, so that'll be kind of reasonable. I'm going to drop the book, although I could take it for fire starting. I would. We're in that desperate a situation, I will just use the accelerant. Yeah, I want to get our weight down as low as possible. Alright, we're going to drop those. Drop these. We'll get more first aid supplies when we're up there. I am going to take this, though, just in case we get injuries from timber wolves. I should take one more birch tea as well. I'm going to take this last bandage as well. Now I'm taking more weight. Keep the energy drink just because we may need it to get up that last rope. Do want to keep the crampons for climbing the rope. Yeah, we don't have much calories food-wise. That's 1,000. We get the MRE, which is... Like, we'll find more up there.
I'll die if I don't drink something soon.
I know, Mackenzie, I know. I guess I can leave... What do we need to repair this? 2 ptarmigan. Okay, we're going to leave 10. Ten of those. Leave another. Oh, well, we may as well leave this here as well, honestly. We got one cloth. Maybe we should... We've got a couple here. Let's take one extra cloth. Just in case we need to make bandages. Yeah, see, now I'm... now I'm thinking of stuff I want to take to pick up more stuff. We can leave one of these teas here. The herbal tea. Don't need that. We've got one just in case we need to recover some, but they only do so much. I guess we'll grab a couple pieces of meat when we go. And probably leave the hatchet behind, honestly. We haven't been carrying a pry bar around for a while. Just because there's nothing to pry in either of these places. Here or in Ash Canyon, so...
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, Mackenzie. Right. Oh, darn it. Just a little tiny piece left there. 78 calories. Alright. Drink up. For a second I thought we got an aurora, but it was just that the clouds cleared off. Perfect! Oh, well, okay. I guess if it's blown itself out by now, I won't be upset. I guess. Take the energy bar. Peanut butter's kind of heavy side, so... Alright, well, let's eat whatever we can from this. Grab one more there. That gives us... basically 1,500 calories. That's nearly toast now, but we're immune to food poisoning. So. Yeah, so we're still going to have 2.5 liters of water, which is lots. Most people probably wouldn't bring this much. All right. Off we go. To the summit. Which route are we going to take? I think we're going to go up via deer clearing. I almost picked up a stick. I mean, I will pick up more sticks, just not... I'm going to try and contain myself for just a little while. Here's some wolves over there. Try and bypass timber wolves over there too. I don't know if they're back there or if they've moved somewhere else or what the deal is right now, and I'm not... Like, I haven't opened any crates yet. I know there's 2 over there, but they mostly have food and beverages. I know there's a couple up the small hill over there as well. I think they're mostly clothing and maybe medical supplies. Kind of careful for the bear. It shouldn't be too... Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Single ptarmigan. Oh, I think the bear is just over there. Yep, wow. Shouldn't be too close, it's only right in front of us. He was trying to, I think he was trying to find us because he could smell us. He's totally changed direction now. I'm resisting the urge. Pick up stick, because I want to be able to move quickly in case Timberwolves are over here. If we do get the Timberwolves aggroed, I'm just going to sprint for the log bridge and try and get away. Rather than have to waste ammunition fighting them. But again, I don't even know for sure if they're over here. There's something over there. Looks like a wolf. But it could also be a cougar, couldn't it? Wrong color for a cougar, though. I think it's just a regular wolf. Timberwolves make me very nervous. I don't know. I have just not... Like, up until now, I have purposefully avoided spending much time in Bleak Inlet or in Blackrock, which are really the only regions that had Timberwolves. You're afraid of them too? It's mostly just an experience thing, right? Like, I remember, like, because of what Twitch did a little while ago with limiting the amount of highlights you can have saved to 100 hours, I very much... Good for now. I very much had to go back through all of my stuff and back it up, transfer it to YouTube and whatever, so I didn't lose it all. Because they were going to delete it all for me if I didn't, you know, sort of voluntarily go through. So I remember going back and watching watching moments here and there while I was sort of making sure I knew what was going on and stuff. Make sure I knew what I was finding and copying. And my playthroughs of the Wintermute campaign, when I had just started playing the game, and just seeing how utterly useless I was at dealing with wolves. Right? Not knowing how to scare them with torches, not knowing how to, you know, wait for them to get close so you could shoot them in the head kind of thing. And I still feel that way about Timberwolves because I'm not... Like, I've avoided them, just like the cougar, which I did kill a cougar yesterday. My very first cougar. And I feel like I kind of cheated. It was running across the ice towards me in Ash Canyon, and I shot it with the rifle while it was still charging at me. And then because the oh, is there a wolf over here? One of those, just a tree stump. Okay. Because when you fire the rifle, it takes a while to reload. I started backpedaling away from the wolf, from the cougar, and it somehow glitched. And instead of like swiping at me and running away, or knocking me down and mauling me, it just kind of kept running into me. And so it was just running straight into me as I was backpedaling away. So I switched to the bow and shot it in the back twice, and it died. Which, like I say, felt like, after the way the first one killed me, it felt like cheating. Any cougar kill is a win. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like build a snow shelter and abuse the, you know, the pathing thing and whatever. I tried actually to shoot it, like from a high vantage point. And I'm not sure if I shot it or not. Problem is that, you know, first of all, you know, they don't bleed. So you can't just trust the bleed damage to take care of it for you. But so how do you know when their health resets, right? Because, like, you shoot a bear once, and if it doesn't bleed out, then it will eventually go and sleep and recover. A deer or a wolf, I think, will pretty much bleed out eventually, no matter what. Yeah, there's some kind of a glitch there, but I don't know what it is or how it works. Hey, look, a stick that I probably had to drop the last time I was ready to climb. That's another raid. That's our second raid today. Thank you, Stat, and welcome. Were you still playing the Gamedle thing where you were guessing the video games by the blurred out box art? Yeah, moose do not bleed out. I'm assuming that cougars don't, because that just sounds too easy. But Joe True, good to see you. Yes, that's what you guys were doing. Well, that's it. It seems like a fun challenge. I'll say the same thing I said yesterday. I think my video game knowledge is too poor to really be good at that game personally, but it's an interesting challenge. Yes, no worries, Stat. Take care. Bless you. Have a great day at work. And I appreciate the raid. Take care of yourself. I will be not streaming in until the weekend, because I have to be out of town and then I gotta work. Gotta be out of town tomorrow for some medical appointments and stuff, and then I have to work the following 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're actually making really good time up here, actually. So, on Stalker and Interloper, I don't think these crates are here. So I don't even know what's in this one or the other one. I'm going to leave them anyways for now, because I want to focus on the ones at the summit, which are just the hardest to get to and take the longest to kind of manage. Not sure if we can eat this whole thing or not, but there we go. Yeah, it's kind of cold. Should maybe grab a few sticks in case we need to make a fire and warm up. Because you never know, right? It's sunny out, so we can use the mag lens to start a fire. Working on dinner, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I appreciate the lurk and the hanging around when and how you can. But yeah, I know as well as anybody that sometimes real life is more pressing than gaming or than watching people play games. To make sure we don't miss the turn. I don't think it's very much farther. There's kind of a hidden spot you can turn around and climb up to another, like hike up to another rope climb, which is a very big shortcut getting to the summit. And there's a couple different ways to get there. Well, I had said we were going to map some, didn't I? Let me find a spot where we can get out of the wind. Out of the wind. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, I wish I'd mapped here where those boxes were, but what can you do? +1 when we're out of the wind. -6 when we're in it. That's not too terrible as far as temperatures go. Maybe when we get to the base of that climbing rope, well, and if I wait too long, we're going to have a problem as well, so... Right, let's do it here with the mag lens. We've got plenty of sticks, so... It does take a while, though, to start a fire with the mag lens.
Come on.
That plane crate is there on Interloper? Because there's 2 by that rock, son. One on top and one on the ground. Maybe the top one is there, but I don't think they're both there.
That did it.
Or are you talking about the green? We could warm up some teas or whatever we wanted to do here if we really want to make sure we're not going to get cold. But time to warm up, we can toss them in the thermos. Keep them extra warm. Pardon me. Technically, we could have boiled some water too, but not overly concerned. But I would like to... Another torch or two. The one on top is there, but not sure about the other one. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's kind of an unfortunate torch. There, that's way better. Oh yeah, perfect. Go, inventory, torches. Take the sad one here. That's going to be cutting it close, isn't it? We're not too bad. We can still light it on the embers if we need to. Alright, let's light this sad little torch. Now, here behind this tree? We have to go farther. I think it's here by this tree, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't the way, but we're going to find out. Oh yeah, this is totally the way. Oh, there's a deer there. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah, we're coming up on it here. Good. I'm pretty sure. We have to go a little farther up there maybe to find it. Oh, we probably could have come around the other way. Yeah, we could have come up if we'd come this way a little farther, but that's alright. Assuming the rope is there. I've never been here and it's not been there. You're gonna have to change torches here shortly. There we go. Yeah, okay, we have to go up and around over here. That's fair. This one isn't the really long climb. I think I'm still going to switch from the insulation to the crampons for it. Just, I don't think it saves any actual energy, but it makes sure you don't get fatigued as quickly. I think this torch will last us till we get to the top, and then we can switch it. There we go, sure footing. We're gonna get a sprain risk soon. Ooh, there goes some birdies. Alright, how's our torch that we were clearly holding in our teeth? Oh, it's in good shape. It's in good shape, but we're still going to map right here. Included shelf. Torch is probably going to go out now, though. There we go. Yeah. Oh, well. If we really want another fire, we can start one with the mag lens up here. But yeah, that actually revealed quite a lot of the map. Now, if we are where I think we are... Ooh, birch sapling... Oh, right, the cave. Cave takes us the rest of the way, doesn't it? Not the rest of the... Good chunk of it. Oh yeah, we had to use the hacksaw because we don't have a hatchet. You know what? Let's get a torch. Let's use our interloper skills to best interloper effect. Yeah, and I haven't ever summited on Interloper, Sun, only on Stalker. And I know there's fewer of those containers on Stalker than there is on Voyager, but I'm not clear on, you know, which ones are the different ones there.
That's done.
That's sad. There we go. That's the kind of torch you like to see. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's yes, we'll take it. What choice do we have? I mean, I know we have a choice. Cave in Timberwolf Mountain. I wonder if there's coal in this cave. Probably. I don't know which is the best route. I mean, I've really only summited a handful of times. Nothing in here, really. Well, I know there's a flare, but don't really need more flares. And probably we will collect more at the top of the thing, too. Alright, we gotta go through there, so... Can't really switch torches in the middle of a crouch like this. I mean, technically you probably can, but that one was almost worn out anyway. There we go. Maybe there isn't any coal in this cave. I mean, I have one or two on me, because I always try to have one or two on me. Although on Voyager, it's probably not really all that important unless you're in... well, Timberwolf Mountain can get pretty cold. Should be coming out fairly soon. But yeah, unless you're in Bleak Inlet or Desolation Point can also get pretty cold. Nothing. Yeah, apparently no coal. There's the way out. Wow. It's not as steep a cave as some of them, but there's definitely a progressive incline, hey? I mean, we're more tired than I thought we were, and it's only noon! I guess we climbed a fairly long rope, didn't we? I guess we have to decide now if we want to sleep or if we want to use the energy drink to get up. I'll bet you... Oh, there's a rope climb here. Well, alright, fine. Oh, I know where. Yeah. The stinking loud waterfall over there somewhere. Ah! That torch hitting down scared all the bunnies. Poor bunnies. Yeah, the last time, not the last time I summited, but the first time I summited, ended up coming up the back here. The back way. I guess this climbing rope was here, so we could probably have done this route too, but it is a bit longer. Oh. Rest in peace, Barry. You made a good lunch for the Wolfie. We'll probably be able to find some ptarmigans up here. But for all I know, there's timber wolves on this plateau now where there didn't used to be. Oh, I do see a rabbit or two, though. I mean, I've got... still got a piece of moose meat on me, so it's not like I'm starving here. We're gonna starve here. But unless we drink the energy drink, we're not going to be able to climb the stinking long rope that's over there.
Need to lay down.
I just realized that we may regret not having brought a rope with us, because there is probably... Well, I know there's a rope anchor on the far side. Go down. Last time I was here, there wasn't one. There wasn't a rope. So we might get lucky in this cave. Yeah, yes, there it is. Okay. Oh, and an energy bar, too.
Is it food or...
Chips and socks. Yes, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, because, again, on the easier difficulties, you're going to be more likely to find the things that you need, like climbing ropes, in the places that you need them. And I bet you I'm going to walk over here and find there's actually a rope on there, too. But it is kind of a shortcut to come this way. You don't have to loop all the way around by deer clearing. But you have to climb one more rope. Well, I guess you don't have to climb one more rope to come this way. It just seems like it. I do like the shelf that's down there with the cave by the waterfall. It's super loud, but it's also a very pretty space. I remember one time looking down from up here and seeing a bear that I had shot that had bled out up here. I had been way over there, and I had come over here trying to find the rope climb, and there was no rope. There it goes. Well, there's the bear even. I don't have the rifle, so. There's that bear. Alright, well, I guess we can map here. There we go. Yeah, especially with the flare gun, hey, which doesn't shoot straight. You know, with the rifle, you could maybe get a clear headshot, but from here, I guess it's going mostly down, but you'd have to lead it a fair bit because it moves so slow. That would be something to try sometime for fun, like... I'm tempted to do it, son, but I'm not... It goes against my nature to want to waste the flare shell. So, not today. Okay, energy drink to summit or not energy drink to summit? We can sleep in that cave and probably be fine until morning. Problem is that it's not late enough in the day to really... I never noticed that before either, that one black spot on the side of the snow-capped mountain there. That's kind of a funny thing. Well, what's the point of having an energy drink if you don't use it? I think we might as well use it. Oh, wow. The echo, just because we're on the ledge here. Never heard that before. Alright, here we go. Whee! Oh, we've still got the crampons on. Yeah, we never took them off. Look at me go. Can't do that on Interloper. Oh, I never noticed that, like, still that icicle there hanging down from the... Yeah, we're still going to get fatigued here momentarily. It's a good thing we put on the crampons. We would be getting pretty tired out by now. Almost there. Come on, Mackenzie. Oh, Oh, yeah. Right, now we got a map from here. Clearly. There we go. Great. Now, is there actually, like, timber wolves or something up here? Eat that piece of meat we have. New location, Summit. You heard there's a wolf up here? Now I have the
My
headache.
head.
And I have
So much.
no energy, hey? Oh, I heard him. He was just chasing a ptarmigan.
I'm so tired. I could just lay down right here.
We should probably just go to this cave and sleep. Headache is healed already. Just took 15 minutes. Yeah, there goes the ptarmigan. I can see it flying across the sky there, so... Yeah, there's definitely a wolf up here. Well, so much for the runs when you... I mean, I guess if you had matches, you'd be alright. But there's definitely a wolf up here, because that ptarmigan wouldn't have flown away from anything else. Unless there was a cougar up here, but... What are the odds of that? But yeah, so much for the runs when you would when you would, like, summit on day 2 or 3. Ooh, a Polaroid photo. Oh, that's not far from... Oh, okay. That's a tie. This is the pilot.
Hope I can still eat this.
Some chips and a blue flare. That's that's not encouraging. Get some more charcoal. Well, let's just... Like, we're already tired. But we should be fine to sleep in this cave. We may as well deal with the wolf when we're tired. Of course, maybe we should go deal with it now while it's a nice day out rather than waiting for some fog or something. I don't know. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We may as well. We're carrying little enough stuff that it shouldn't matter. I mean, we're huffing and puffing, but that's just because we're fatigued. Those are my footprints. I was like, whose footprints are those? That's just from coming this way to... Alright, where's the wolf? I just realized I brought a maple sapling up here for no good reason. Could have left it at the cave back there or something, but... There it is. Alright, well oh. Which way are you gonna go? There's a lot more branches up here. They're all fur, too. Where'd it go? What's behind the tree there? I was gonna say, which way are you going, friend? Because... Alright, I guess we want a fairly straight, even path here. I'm gonna test my skills with the bow. I haven't lost it. Goodbye. Na, hey, hey, hey. Something like that, right? Okay. Whew. That was a little bit tense. In some ways, I actually like dealing with regular wolves with a bow better than with the revolver. I feel like you've got a better chance of killing them with the bow. Feather. Nothing. Alright, let's go. We're already most of the way up here. Let's go on this side of the this side of the map and, you know, map. Yes, the plane is almost as warm as the cave is over there. So we'll just camp out in the plane. Now, another question is, can I remember which crate has what stuff in it? This is looking back and away from trappers. Well, kind of away from trappers. I guess that's all over here, right? Doesn't seem like this should all be playable area from up here, but I guess it is. Oh, I see. There's a little bit of wing down there, right? Or something. I think just behind those rocks, there's like a place that's kind of collapsed and looks like a little shelter. It's not indoors, but it blocks the wind at least. Well, I may as well grab some more sticks on my way back, because if we want to cook anything... You gotta run, son? No worries. Thank you so much for being here. I don't have a ton of time left on the stream myself, so you won't miss too much. I'll probably just get set up here a little bit and then maybe open a crate or two. But yeah, always a pleasure to have you here. And thanks again for choosing to spend time with me. Right, so there's one corpse that's underneath the tail. Then there's this corpse that let's not walk off this cliff by accident, which I have done similar things to before, although not in this particular spot. It's peace to you as well, son. Oh, that's a thermos. He's got a thermos there, that guy. Which reminds me, I've got stuff in my thermos. It's probably cold by now. Not the bunny rabbit thermos.
This'll come in handy.
Or pardon me, insulated flask. Can't use the thermos brand name. I mean, I did. I've used it like 5 times now, but... Oh. Well. I heard some ptarmigan. Where are they? Well, that's gonna be a pain to shoot them there. Need to go around and come from the other side. Not that you can't shoot uphill. The problem is if they're on the skyline and you miss, then your arrow goes way over the hill and you might never find it again. Oops. Not that it's going to be that much better from this side, I don't imagine. Come on now. There, is there just the one? That's a little sad. Whoops. Wow. There we go. Make the clean shot with the deer kill, but takes 3 to get the ptarmigan, apparently. Oh well. I guess maybe there would be more, except for the wolf scared them away. There might be more of them that show up later. We should probably hurry up and see if we can map before the weather closes in. It might already be too overcast, but we'll give it a shot. Oh no, this doesn't seem like there's that many more containers from the last time I was here. Gonna let me map? I'd be kind of surprised. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, can't see nothing, but we can map it. All right, well.
Could end up being useful.
Fire striker, not shabby. Wow, another set of crampons. That reminds me, actually, let's switch to that. Oh. So much stuff here I don't need. One of these two will have firearms and ammunition in them. I think these ones are clothing. One of them has tools. One of those two, I think. Could be this one. That's why I brought 2 hacksaws. Alright, well. There's a backpack. There isn't a flare gun, though.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Guns, guns, guns. Okay, how do we do this here now, again? Very carefully, that's how we do it, right? Come on. There we go. Well, yeah, that's kind of chilly. Couldn't be surprised if we have a blizzard coming in. It's been several days. I guess we had one last night, actually, for a little while. But I think we should be warm inside the plane here. Shouldn't we be warm inside the plane here? 0 degrees, I guess.
That'll
Well,
come in handy.
looky there. Of course, there's a pry bar, just in case you need it. I mean, it's nighttime now. We honestly may as well sleep.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
It can't possibly get any colder than this out, right? I mean, I guess that's not true. It's going to get dark out, so it'll get colder, like, come early morning, but by then the blizzard should have quit. How many sticks do I have? Only 40 sticks. Alright, well, can't make us sick, right? So, there we go. Alright, well. I don't know if inside the plane counts as indoors or not. At least we can't do base building stuff in here, so... I think we may as well just set up a sleeping bag back here. And we may as well just sleep and... yeah, I guess we better drink something first or we're going to regret that. But yeah, it's 0, but we get 3.5 degrees from this kind of beat up sleeping bag,
I
actually.
think almost anything about now.
How much... If we go to repair it, how much does repairing it do? Oh yeah, plenty more. But we don't want to waste 2 cloth on that right now. Anyway. There we go. Guess we may as well sleep 12 hours, honestly. Well, now it's -1. But we could freeze to death. We won't, because this is Voyageur. but we could have, in theory. Okay, we're dehydrated, and we are cold. All right, well, that's fine. Yeah, have to look out over everything. What a beautiful all over the edge, right? Grizzly Airlines. Get the whole Grizzly Air. Even show up on there. Oh yeah, there
Looks
you
like
go.
I survived
You can't
another
really
night.
see it all. There's the birds. Oh. All right. Well, come on. Hit the right buttons, Dave. Yeah, I think. Um, I think on that note, we better wrap it up for the day. It's been a really good stream. I've had lots of fun. We made lots of progress in the game. We made it to Summit, although we didn't get to really harvest anything here. But I think it's a good stopping point. Then we can kind of loot everything, load up what we want to take with us, and go back down from here without any sort of major concerns. But we had a good day. We've had 5 new follows, 2 fantastic raids, and a lot of fun chatting with you guys, both on YouTube and on Twitch here. So thank you everybody for that. Jackie popped in earlier. Stat, Big Fish, our new followers. Cookie and Samafa and Raglan, and Raven Crossfade. Much appreciated, everybody. I think I'm not sure what game that is that Dunn is playing, but we are going to raid Dunn as on Twitch, at least, as we wrap up the stream. Again, big thanks to everybody for being here for the day. I do appreciate all of that good stuff. Let me use the commands here that work for me. So if you want to find me other places than Twitch, there's links down below if you scroll down to send you to those places. But Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, those are the places you will find me other than Twitch. And so if you want to follow me in those places, then you can keep tabs on when I go live and things. Of course, hitting the follow button and following Twitch. Or subscribing on YouTube, you can set it so that it will notify you with a text message or an email or however that, not a text message, but an app notification, and all that. But yeah, I'll just say one last time, huge thank you to everybody. It's been a good time. I got to be out of town tomorrow. I work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so Saturday will be my next opportunity to stream. And yeah, let's go say hey to Dunn and find out what on earth Dunn is playing. Something to do with knights. So, whatever that means. But yeah, bless you guys. Good night. Take care.
So we give you a kick, then we can't do the thing I want to do. Poison jab you. Oh, only she can choke slam. Damn. Oh, irony is pretty ironic sometimes. Pastor Dave.